Hey, welcome back. In this video, I'm going to be looking at that same form of the major pentatonic scale, but more closely understanding how do we know where to start that scale on the fretboard if we wanted to start soloing to any song ever recorded in a major key. So let's get into it. Alright, so first I'd like to reflect a little bit back on that first video where I was explaining how to play that form of the major pentatonic scale. You might recall that the example was in the key of E major. And I had you start that form of the pentatonic scale on the first string of the 12th fret. The reason for that is because that note, the first string on the 12th fret, is the E note. So that means your first step in being able to practice this form of the pentatonic scale to any song ever written in a major key is to find out what key that song was written in. So let's take a song that was written in the key of A major. That means our first step is to find the A note on that first string. Now eventually this is just going to be in your memorization, but for now I'll put up a little diagram here so that you can see on exactly where that note, that A note, is on the first string. We can tell that it's on that 5th fret of the first string. So what we're going to do as our second step is to place our third finger, just as I instructed in the last video, on the note that the song's key is rooted in. So in an A major song, we're going to put our third finger on the A note, which is the 5th fret of the first string. And then we're going to play that form of the major pentatonic scale, coming down with our first finger on the 2nd fret of the first string. Same pattern on the 2nd string, 5, 2. On that 3rd string, we come down to the 4th fret this time, but still on the 2nd fret with our first finger. Same pattern on the 4th string, 4, 2. Same pattern on the 5th string, 4, 2. And again back to that first pattern on the 6th string, 5, 2. And then working itself back up, 2, 5, 2, 4, 2, 4, 2, 4, 2, 5, 2, 5. So to recap, if we want to find the starting location of this one form of the major pentatonic scale so that we could start soloing to any song ever recorded in history in a major key, step number one is we got to know what key it is that the song was written in. So taking the example of a song written in the key of A major, step number two is to find that A note on the first string. We know by this diagram here that that A note on the first string is on our 5th fret. Step number three is to put our third finger on that A note, which again is the 5th fret of that first string. That is how we find the starting location of this major form of the pentatonic scale. We can then begin running through that pattern. So that's how we find the starting location on this pattern of the major form of the pentatonic scale in order to play it to any song ever recorded in history in a major key.